Good morning, thank you for visiting the Woodlands North channel. If you're like me and have a lot of knives to maintain, I've got a tool that's going to make your life a little bit easier. We're going to go through and demonstrate it next. Thanks for joining us, friends. So today I've got for you the VSharp Classic Knife Sharpener. I've got several knives and I do like to keep them sharp and maintained. And I do have some other sharpeners, but I just couldn't seem to find that, balance between ease and consistency. Some of them are pretty hard to use and I get inconsistent results. I have had some success, but I wanted something that was a lot easier. I don't want to sit there for hours sharpening my knives. So I found this and I've sharpened about 5 knives with it so far, and I've been really happy with the results. Full disclosure, I was not given this. I'm not paid to do this for you. This is my own sharpener, and I'm just gonna bring you this honest review of it. So it's made out of steel for the most part. Seems pretty sturdy and well made. There are a couple of plastic pieces. This here is a guide, and it's made out of plastic. Seems to be pretty thick, pretty reasonable. These bolts here are plastic, and there's a holder for the stones. It's also made of plastic, but it does seem to be pretty well made in general, and I think it's going to last quite a long time. So in the box you get the sharpener itself. It's fully assembled, there's nothing to do there, and you just get a DVD that gives you some basic quick start information, and of course some of their warranty information, and something about the adjustment for the blade guide. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharpening my old school buck knife. I've had this for about 12 years. It's seen a lot of service, but the edge has certainly seen better days. You can see there, not very sharp, we're going to see how the VSharp does here. I'm going to position it in a way so that I can grasp it here, and then it leaves my right hand free. You can do it the other way if you're left-handed. Okay? And what I'm going to do is just a simple slicing motion. See how the springs always keep the stones in the right position? I think that's the secret. So here I'm just doing a slicing motion. I have seen people also do like a back and forth motion, but I just find that this seems to work just fine for me, and it's simple, which I like. I don't think it's ready, but we're going to test it. Much, much better. Still has a way to go. There we go. Pretty effortless. I just feel a tiny bit of drag still. I'm going to give it a few more passes here. Much better. Alright, so you saw that we had to go through quite a few passes to get this blade, which was in bad condition, back to a pretty decent place. And you can see it slices quite nicely now. That's with the coarse side of the stones, but there's actually a honing side of the stone. So what you do to get these off, you can actually pull them off, but I find there's a lot of stress doing that, and that being that this is plastic, I don't want to break it. Not saying it will, just don't want to break it, so I just use a screwdriver and it pops off real easy. So you can see here, here are the stones. This is the coarse side that I was using, and this here is the owning side. These actually do come off, so you can replace them. And there are plenty of different grits available. These are the two that come with it. So what I'm going to do, and what they suggest you do, if you could see here, They have a 20 degree, 25 degree, and 30 degree. So that's the angle to sharpen your knife at. I sharpen this at 25 degrees, which is good for general tasks. And when you want to use the honing side, you actually have to bring it up a degree. So I'm now going to go to 30. And that is for polishing the very edge. I'm going to have to do the same on this side. Switch it around. Go to 30. And there we go. Now it's the same old process. You can see there's a different sound and a whole different feel as it's just really cleaning up that edge. After playing with that side of the stones for a while, you can see now pretty much effortless here. So we've got a really nice edge on that. It's really sharp. Is it razor sharp? Let's test. So you can see there, popping hairs off. So that is pretty sharp. And like I said, these are the two stones that come with it. There's others you can buy, and I'm sure you can take this to the next level if you wanted to, but this is quite sharp and I'm quite happy with it. Okay, so I'm really happy how that turned out, but I want to make sure that this is going to be versatile. If I can use it for other things, I will. So I want to get my kitchen knife here sharp, and I'm hoping you could see here, the edge is pretty beat up on this. Yeah, this is beat up. This is a kitchen knife and it really needs some work. So if you could see here, I've set the guides to 20 degrees and I'm gonna give this a try. I can really feel this one is beat up. I can feel the abrasion here. Okay, you can see there, slight improvement on the edge, but still a long way to go. Looking okay, but still a few nicks I see. Let's try it out. Look at that already. Already made a pretty big change. Okay, that's quite a few passes. Let's see what happens here. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so that's from the coarse side, and you can see the edge is much better. There were so many nicks that that edge was pretty bad. Now it's pretty decent. So I'm going to flip over the stones and use the honing side. Okay, so this is a kitchen knife. So I sharpened it at the 20-degree angle. Now what I've done is I've changed the sides to do some honing of the knife and put it at 25 degrees. And what that's going to do is, again, just get the very edge of the knife there and really polish it up as much as we can here. Well guys, that edge is looking pretty good. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah. Effortless, like absolutely effortless. Very well. I don't have much hair left, but let's see what happens here. So again, yeah, happy with that. So I'd like to give you some final thoughts about the VSharp Classic. This is one of the most consistent sharpeners that I've owned. I've been able to sharpen several knives, all with good results. I do have several other sharpeners, but I don't seem to get the consistent results. They seem to work okay for one knife or the other, but others I can't seem to get a good edge on. This one, so far, it's been quite easy. It takes 5-6 minutes, and that was with a really bad edge. Both of these knives had pretty bad edges on them, And you know, within 5-6 minutes, I was able to bring them back where they could, you know, slice through paper effortlessly and even shave. And that, you know, is testament to how good this is. I think the reason it works so good and better than the other ones is the spring-loaded sharpening. You could see it through the whole motion. Those stones are always in a consistent position against your blade to give you a very consistent edge. And I think it's a great design, and it's going to last for years to come. The stones that come with it are replaceable, and you can even get different grits. I think the one that comes with it is 375 for the coarse, and you can also get 675 and up to 1,000. And there's also the honing edge, which you know is nice and fine and really polishes up the edge. I don't know that you do need any more stones unless you're looking to really get a mirror edge on your knife. So as far as cons go, I really can't think of any other than the price. I mean, you can get sharpeners cheaper. This one comes in about $65 US. In my opinion, I mean, that's pretty reasonable, middle of the road. But for what you get, you know, a very consistent sharpener, and it gets excellent results within minutes. So I'm definitely going to keep this and be using it quite consistently myself. So why don't you write down in the comments what you think. If you like the sharpener, if you have any other sharpeners that might compete with this one, I'd like to know. And you know, if you did like this video, why don't you click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, why don't you consider hitting that button as well so you get notified of all my new videos. And I'd like to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you then.